Okay, good morning, people. Let's start with I am starting a YouTube channel with basically starting my first business, the pros and the cons of starting the first business. I have been working in the healthcare for a little under 13 years, and I decided that it was time for me to be my own boss, basically. And I was tired of, well, my kids are all older, so I was tired of, not being at home for my kids. And now that my kids are almost, one's in college, and then the other two are one starting high school, and the other one is actually in high school right now. So I want to be there, and that is my main goal, is to be at home more, because I feel like I kind of cheated my older son, because I wasn't there a lot because I am a workaholic. I tend to work more than one job and more than full-time jobs, so 2 full-time jobs and a part-time, so sometimes it's a lot. And now that I get the chance to build my own schedule, make my own hours, it's more to be an entrepreneur. I mean, who's gonna pay these bills? It's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have that fallback plan, and it has to be strong. And also, you have to be able to network. Like, this isn't for those people that are like, oh, I'm going to get rich right away. No, sis, we ain't getting rich right away. Like you're gonna struggle, but at the same time, the struggling should make you humble. And that's where I see it. Like, and I just realized, like, I'm spending more than what I'm supposed to, and the numbers don't look right sometimes. So that when the numbers don't look right, guess what? I'm gonna have to work maybe a month or so, or with another job that I still kept my job in the nursing field. I cut out like all my hours. I was like, you know what? I worked for an agency, and I'm like, I'm not working for you guys anymore. You guys don't appreciate me. So basically, what I told my boss, I was like, I'm only working weekends, and he was, he was like, why? What's going on? I'm like, I don't want to work for people anymore. Like, there is nothing wrong with you guys. It's just, I've been to facility, and it seems like the same drama everywhere. The more that you try to distance yourself, sometimes you get thrown in just because you're agency. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, you know what? I went to agency because I know my nails are, girl, I know, I need to get my nails done. Anyways, I went to agency because I didn't want to deal with the politics of women anymore, or nursing field anymore. I wanted to just do my job and go home. Don't have to say that I like somebody or I dislike somebody. My work speaks for itself, and I've been doing this for so long. It's like, sometimes I feel like, is this what I've been put on the earth for? Like, I love helping people, but then it gets to the point where your love and passion for my residents, sometimes it feels like some of the companies misuse that, and they're like, oh, well, we're gonna be short, can you do this, can you do that? And I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Like, I can work short, but not all the time. Like, I don't want to work short every single day. Like, it's draining. I go home and I'm just passing out. Like, I don't have a life. I go home, go to work, go to home, take care of my kids, and try to keep my sanity sometimes. And it's hard on your body, it's hard on your mental state, And now I just want to be able to, you know, relax, get up when I want to get up. And even though I say this, like, it doesn't mean that I'm getting up at, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not getting up at 11, 12, you know, at in the afternoon. I don't do that. The most that I do is Saturday. I wake up at 9. You know, I've been reading and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts where they talk about how millionaires are getting up at 5, 6 in the morning, meditating, writing their to-do list or writing their goal list. And I'm like, this is what I want to do. Like, I don't want to work for anybody. I want to make my first million. I mean, I know it's late, but I want to make my first million at 40. You know, excuse me. I want to make this business work. Not only that, I am a very like a motivated type of person, and I can think about different things like I have this business, I might be opening an office, and on top of that, like, it's crazy. And I'm also a single parent, but here's the thing. I have all intentions on making all of my business family operated, where my kids are working with me, and in addition to them inheriting something, they're also inheriting a business and goal settings and, you know, financial planning. And my sister's a accountant, so I mean, it's all working in, you know, the same type of field in general. Because right now, like, I was working days on end, living paycheck to paycheck, and still wasn't getting anywhere. And that wasn't working for me. And I was like, you know what? I was at my all-time low. You know, I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit myself down, look at my finances, and see where I can cut things out and see what I can do. And I had this one financial planner. He was like, how are you living with this, you know, this paycheck? And I'm like, well, at one point in time, I had, you know, my ex, who is a lawyer, he has his own private practice. I didn't have to work as much, and, you know, I was able to do whatever I wanted to, but at the same time, I still did. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not one of those ladies that were like, oh, well, my husband don't, you know, he has a good job, so I'm just going to stay at home and get fat. I know you guys